Okay, we got a lot of bosses to cover in 45 minutes, about. I was gonna say in so little time, but that's not true. So first is Monstro. Now I'm showing you a really good strategy to beat him fast, which helps you get a lot of medals in the Mirage Arena. Yeah, so of course Mega Flare the enemies at the start, and basically just do what I do. Have Mind Squares up at the max, and have the rhythm, I think it's called Rhythm Mixer, style, the command style, which you get from completing the sticker album. Just do what I do, basically. There's really no other way to put it. But, you know, I'm kind of disappointed that this is the only Disney optional boss in this game. In fact, there really aren't that many optional bosses from the Disney franchise, you know, to begin with. There's this guy, the Ice and Rock Titans, and Julius. And that's pretty much it. I really can't think of any other optional bosses that come from, you know, Disney. You know, optional bosses. Well, I mean, technically you can skip, like, you can like skip like one world from Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, I have like Halloween Town and Atlantis, you're allowed to like skip one, I think. But yeah, I still count that because, you know, for the story, the main story, you gotta beat like Oogie Boogie and Ursula. And here's the, I think he's called the Mimic Master. Yeah, Mimic Master. This guy was a bit of a pain, more than I thought he would be, because the first time I fought him, he wasn't that bad, but this time he just seems to kick my ass. So the Mirage Arena. The way it works is there's three modes: the Arena mode, the Command Board, and then Rumble Racing. To unlock the Rumble Racing portions of the Mirage Arena, you have to race them at the at Disney Town. So basically, you have to go through each Rumble Racing course twice. And to get the achievement, which you can find in the journal for the Rumble Racing, you have to complete 4 of the 5 courses. For some reason, one of the courses is missing. I don't know why. In a certain amount of time, usually within like 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes. And then the command boards. As far as I know, you have to play these command boards in the Mirage Arena. Well, the thing is that there's 6 normally. But after you complete them in the Mirage Arena only, I believe, I don't think you can do this outside the Mirage Arena. You unlock the secret 7th one, and you have to win 1 match in each of them. But luckily, you don't have to have any other specifications. Like, you can have as many turns, or the money goal, you can have that as low as you want. You can have it, you know, as many players as you want or don't want, etc., etc. Yeah, and this guy can also clone you, which, you know, Mimic Master, so. And then, of course, there's the arena. And there's a lot of, you know, places you gotta go, a lot of fights to have. You know, a lot of the arenas are, you have to fight, like, you know, like a bunch of rounds of fighting unversed and then a boss of some kind. Whether it's unique to the arena or one that you, fought, you know, in the story mode, like Trinity Armor. And after you win those matches, you can, you move up in the level for the Mirage Arena, which you also have to do through the Rumble Racing command boards. Now, there's also one other thing you have to do, which is get, well, there's like, I think like 4 different little challenges you have to complete from getting medals, with the highest one being 9,999 medals. And that Monstro method is really useful, because you can get, you know, 675 medals in about a minute if you use the method that I showed you, which I didn't make up. I got that from somewhere on the internet. So kudos to whoever found that out, because it allows you to get like almost 700 medals in about a minute, which makes getting to 9,999 medals a snap. So yeah, that's about it for the Mirage Arena, and you know, you'll occasionally get prizes. Sometimes it's different for each character. Like, for instance, you have to complete a certain match in order to get one of the Xehanort reports as Terra, for instance, but not for Ventus or Aqua. And, you know, and also getting through the Mirage Arena allows you to unlock the ultimate shot lock for each character, as well as getting the Royal Radiance and Ultimate Keyblades, you know, which you can only get at the Mirage Arena. But yeah. So that's about the Mirage Arena in a nutshell. There's really not too much else to say. Well, there is a metal store you can buy stuff, but I never really found too much use out of those, except for the victory pose. Because it's like a little command that allows you to like double or triple the last amount of experience you got. But don't use it if you have Experience Walker, because it just like doubles or triples the amount of experience you get from taking a step. So, don't equip both of those at the same time, because it won't work out. Yeah, and of course you have to fight this iron guy 4 times, and it gets progressively harder. The 4th one is just fucking annoying. You have to basically you gotta cartwheel the entire time, or else you're not gonna win. At least I couldn't, because I guess I suck. But yeah, of course he'll get less and less imprisoned each time. Yeah, I keep thinking he's the Iron Imprisoned, but he's the Iron Imprisoner. I don't know, because Imprisoner is someone who imprisons, right? The Imprisoner. Exodia, no wait, that's the Forbidden one, not the Imprisoned one. Never mind. Oh no, left leg. No, wait, the Forbidden one. There goes my Yu-Gi-Oh joke. Yeah, you kind of see more of like Aqua's little like ballerina type of movement in her Light Bloom shot lock. She does a pretty fancy twirl there. Yeah, that Sinister Mirage Arena thing I just completed. You have to complete that as Terra to get his Xehanort report. Are you gonna fight or just stare at each other? Yeah, of course I decided to cut out all the rest of the arena fights, all the other rounds, because yeah, there's no aside from these 4 Imprisoners and Mimic Master, there's no there are no unversed that are unique to the Mirage Arena aside from the bosses. No generic unversed that are unique to this place. So I decided not to bother showing off the matches, because there's just no reason to. Yeah, and shot locks are your best friend in these fights. Of course, you'll have like less and less of a time to use them as you get further into these fights, because he'll just have less open windows. So be careful, Don't get, yeah. See, he'll like do these kind of attacks. Well, he'll just hit you over and over and over, and it's kind of hard to get out of these combos. But if you have that counter attack like that, you can do some damage, but it usually means you'll get hit again without being able to escape. So cartwheels are your best buddy. That's why I'm doing all this. All this is Aqua, because her cartwheels are just so goddamn broken that it makes a lot of these fights, very easy, because they basically allow you to dodge any attack essentially. Fight already! There we go. Yeah, now his hammer is like the cage. I don't think that was the case before. I don't quite remember. Yeah, but thank God for Light Bloom. I'd be so fucked. Thank God for shot locks in general, man. Oh yeah, and here's one thing he does, is he'll vanish, now the entirety of the arena attack you. Now if you have Damage Siphon, this is a good place to have your focus meter put back up, because it'll be a while before he reappears, so you can let these little blocks attack you, which will fill up your meter if you have Damage Siphon. So I always take advantage of that when I fight this guy. Yeah, but just cartwheel away from these explosions and they won't hurt you. Yeah, good luck fighting this guy as Terra. I have no idea how to even accomplish that, so don't ask. Dumb luck, I guess. I have no idea. Skill. Not having to use cartwheels like a cheap bastard, I guess. Yeah. Hey, not all of us can be good at video games. And again, like I said, if it's not using a cheat device or like a console command or something, then it's fair game in my book to use in a playthrough. So glitches, exploits, cheap tactics, it's all fair. Yeah, and of course the problem with this attack though is that you can't hurt him while he's doing this, because he's like possessing the arena or something. I don't really know. But yeah, you can't, as far as I know, you can't hurt him in any way. Yeah, again, he does have a lot less time, moments where you can actually shot lock him effectively. So it can be kind of difficult. yeah, see there, like I couldn't even get the full shot lock in before he vanished. And sometimes you'll just have to deal with you know, doing like a incomplete shot lock, you know? Sometimes you'll just have to deal with that. And of course, right after attacks tends to be the best time to use them. But they don't, you know, it's not always the case. It doesn't always work. So sometimes it's just a little bit of luck. I think it also kind of depends on like what move he's going to use next. Aqua, it's over. You can stop using your attack now. Nice, I got the bonus. Of course, at this point while I'm playing through this, I of course had all the Mirage Arena done because you know, I have Royal Radiance. And now Light's Lessons, one of the more difficult boss fights against Ericus's armor, which is a pretty snazzy looking. You know, he got the nice Keyblade, got the cool armor. This fight isn't too difficult. The armor of Ericus. Or as I'll call it, just Ericus's armor. Now again, shot locks are your best buddies, along with blocking. Because there's some times where, okay, so I think, wait, let me watch it, make sure I'm not, no, wait, no, that's not the case, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought there was some point where he's like very vulnerable to shot locks, because the problem is with shot locks, or at least with Aquas, because it's very light oriented, I guess, they don't do very much damage to him. Like, look how much damage this does. If any of them even hit, see? Like barely any damage. With, you know, most bosses that would have taken up a lot of his HP. But I guess he's just, he's vulnerable to shot locks, being hit by them. They just don't do a lot of damage. That's the problem. But you should still use shot locks if you can. If you have a very good one, which you should at this point. Yeah, don't get hit by this chain thing, because it makes him harder. Basically, if you get hit by this chain attack, he'll, like, kind of transform. And in this new transformation, like, most attacks will, like, make him counterattack or, like, stun you. So, just be careful about that. But again, like I said, he actually really isn't that difficult. You know, considering he's, like, a hidden boss, he really isn't too bad. You know, of course, cartwheel. Whenever there's a big attack on screen, just cartwheel, cartwheel, cartwheel. It is your best buddy, as Aqua. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but it is just so true. Like, I would not have been able to defeat No Heart or the mysterious figure without Aqua's cartwheels. There would be no chance. Yeah, see, and I don't know if it does more damage to deflect those life balls or not. But like, whenever I saw someone like fight Ericus's armor, like in a YouTube video, they would always deflect that attack instead of using the shot lock. So I don't really know. Or maybe, I don't know if he's more... Oh yeah, so maybe he is more susceptible to shot locks while he's doing that attack. Okay, because that's what I was going to say before I stopped myself. Because it does seem like, yeah, he's more vulnerable, or shot locks do more damage to him while he's doing that light ball attack, but I don't really know why? I don't really understand it. It seemed like it was doing more damage. Maybe it was just in my imagination. I don't know. I don't keep too much track of how much damage this stuff does. Yeah, and also, you know that one attack he did with all those colored lights? He'll do like a different attack for each character that you have to, you know, dodge or counter in different ways. You know, like for Terra, he does some kind of rock attack, and I don't remember exactly what he does for Ventus. I don't remember exactly. And then, of course, for Aqua, he does those light attacks. And each time, each of those lights will give you like a different status effect. Like poison, or like I think one of them blinds you, or something like that. Yeah, this here. Each one of those different colored lights does something different to you in terms of status effects. I think I get hit by one of them, or maybe not. I think that I actually did lose this guy a couple times, but I still don't consider him to be very difficult. I think the only reason I died was because I went into his fight completely blind. Oh, there we go. See, like that one did like a whole shit ton of damage and poisoned me. So be careful of that. I wasn't cartwheeling as much as I should have been, and then I paid the price. Yeah, so this guy has pretty much showed off his entire moveset. That's the thing. He does, yeah. his moveset's not as big as I would expect it to be. Oh, yeah, again, if he hits you with that chain attack, he will like have like this like circle behind him, and then like if you try to attack it normally, it'll like almost always stun you. Yeah, and I decided to fast forward through like the latter half of this fight, just speed things along here, because some of these fights are pretty pretty long, which is why this video is so long. Because these boss fights, man, they can take a long time, especially if you're like under leveled like I am. I'm only in like I think I'm only at like level 55 or something at this point. Like I should probably be at like level 60 or 70, but I decided not to train that much because I'm lazy. Man, it's kind of cool getting to see Ericus's armor. I wonder what kind of vehicle he has. Yeah, I wonder what kind of vehicle Xehanort had. Probably something very evil looking, but no one even like bothered to check to see if this guy was a bad guy or not. I like to imagine that Xehanort just acted very evil throughout his life, but no one ever like noticed. Like, oh, he's like, I don't know, his favorite, I don't know, I was trying to think of a good example, but I couldn't. Nah, I got stumped. There you go. I think we're almost done here. Yeah, because again, it seems like the Shotlocks do way more damage when he's doing that light ball attack, so I guess use Shotlocks then. And I don't know if he's just, I don't know if like Light Bloom counts as a light attack. I mean, it's called Light Bloom. I don't know. I assume maybe. But I don't know if it's just because it's Master Ericus's armor, so he's like immune to light, or if it's all Shotlocks. I really don't know. Because I've only fought these bosses as Aqua. Aside from the first two like Iron and Prisoners, I never fought any of these guys as Terra or Ventus. So I really can't help you there. And of course you can, yeah, of course, if you have Damage Siphon, you can get hit and heal yourself to get your focus bar back up, which is a perfectly valid strategy. Yeah, you can also counter his attacks too, but I decided to play things safely and not do that. Here we go. I think that this is about no. He's like immune to damage while he does his attack. I don't know why. I don't know if hitting him with your Keyblade will hurt him or not. I never bothered to try. There we go. Now it's the end. There we go. Gotcha. I beat ya. I beat ya, you loser. The Master's, the Master's armor, I guess. That doesn't make too much sense. Ah, I win. Yeah, 100 blocks? No, thank you. Nah, I'm good. No thanks. I'm good with that. And now, a very difficult boss is No Heart. Which is, of course, anyone who's played Kingdom Hearts 2 will recognize this guy instantly. He's, because Xemnas wears him at one point. Yeah, so I don't think it's never actually said outright, but it's Xehanort's armor. There's no possible way it's anyone else's. I mean, for God's sake, it has his Keyblade. Who else's armor could it possibly be? I don't think the people like in the before the Keyblade War, I don't know if they had Keyblade armor. I don't think it was ever mentioned, and I don't think they would ever need it, so it couldn't be any of theirs. Because like Luxu, or however you pronounce that, had No Name as his Keyblade too. Of course, I'm no expert on all that stuff. Because I never played the browser game, or the mobile game. I only ever watched that back cover movie thing that came with the 2.8. Yeah, I did talk about that. You should watch it if you haven't, because I feel like there's definitely stuff in there that will come into play in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like that black box will probably come into play at some point. But yeah, I was going to do a commentary on it, but I didn't really know a lot of the context, so I decided not to. Like a lot of it would just be me going like, oh wow, this is kind of cool, but I still have no idea what the fuck's going on. I still don't know who these characters are for the most part, aside from what they tell us in this movie, so yeah, not gonna do that. Yep, that was just phase 1. Now remember how I said how cartwheels are your best friends? It's especially true in this fight. Just watch this bullshit that happens. Just watch. This guy will never stop attacking you. He will. Look at this. Just look at all that. Look at this bullshit. He will just keep going at you over and over and over and over. He will not pause for more than a couple seconds. Look at this. Like, yeah, I could list off his attacks, but just look at all this bullshit happening. He like rattles off these attacks so fast that it's best to just cartwheel over and over and over and never stop. I mean, there are one or two attacks that are special enough that I'll comment on, like one where he like drains your your HP down to 1. I think it does, and it like makes your commands inert, or starting to load again. I don't know. I said inert. That's a weird word for it. The balls are inert. Yeah, see, like, look at all this stuff he's doing. Like, he's just, there's no time to combo him, you know? Or, I guess there probably could be a couple times, but I never tried. I didn't bother to try comboing this fucker. Because, again, he is relentless. I don't know what you want me to say here, you know? Just keep cartwheeling, never stop. Just keep going and going and going. And occasionally, if he's doing some kind of combo attack, maybe try and block and counter. Yeah, that's like one of the few times where you can get any kind of combo off this guy. At least that I found, personally. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you might have better luck than me. Who knows? If anyone knows any kind of secret about that, I've never seen them mention it. So, like, this guy is just crazy. He is... I like to imagine that this is how Xehanort fought when he was in his prime. Because we've seen young Xehanort. We've seen, Xehanort at the beginning of this game. We saw him, remember? Like, oh, this world is much too small. We saw that. And then we saw him as an old man who apparently was, like, in his words, like, brittle. Even though he's also very badass. But then we never saw him as, like, as after he just became a Keyblade Master. We never saw that. So I like to imagine that this is basically Master Xehanort at his most powerful. Like, I kind of hope we have a boss fight like this in Kingdom Hearts 3. You know? Like, even if it's not no name, just being able to somehow fight Xehanort in his prime. Or maybe have No Heart just appear again. Who knows? I would like that a lot. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'm probably gonna mention Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot during all my Kingdom Hearts playthroughs. But yeah, because again, like I'm recording this right after the secret episode, so still in my perspective, right now, the trailer that showed off Marluxia and Vanitas being in Kingdom Hearts 3, just came out 2 days ago. So I'm still kind of, still pretty excited over it. But yeah, like, again, I don't know what kind of strategy to tell you guys. Just cartwheel, cartwheel, cartwheel. I know I sound like a broken record, and your thumb will probably get tired by pressing the square button. And yeah, I decided to do a little bit fast forwarding because this guy has a lot of health bars, and a lot of HP, and a lot of defense, and oish. Look at all this. Look, it's just madness. It is okay. This is the no. Wait, never mind. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one attack. Yeah, if you step in like that purple vortex, you like get really slow or really fast. Either one of them. Yeah, he will do one attack where he like basically drains. Oh yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, see, drained my entire health, drained the entire focus bar, and made all my commands have to reload. But of course, if you get far away enough and keep cartwheeling, you'll dodge the effect of it. So, again, cartwheel, cartwheel, cartwheel. I'm not sure if the cartwheel works if you're close to him, but basically just try to get near the throne and you should be able to be out of his range. So, yeah, that's that special attack I was going to go into more detail that I was telling you about. Yeah, thank God for royal rate. Yeah, the thing is, though, you get royal ratings by beating this guy, so, yeah. Oh, no, I guess just... Okay, not the throne. Just whatever, the opposite side of wherever he decides to do that attack. And of course, see, I keep cartwheeling and it misses. Yeah, there are some times where he'll get stuck on a wall or a corner, which will allow you to allow you to use your get a good shot lock in. Yeah, but I'm almost done, so time to put things back into normal speed. Yeah, I think like the next shot lock or two will be it. God, I wish Sora could do all this bullshit with his Keyblade. Good lord. Yeah, I wish I could do all this with my Keyblade. I want to be able to like grow wings and fly around with it, man. That's cool. I don't care who you are, man. That stuff's awesome. Yeah, it's just, I swear, Keyblades just become less and less like keys with every game that passes, I swear. Well, this game especially, I guess. Like, this game especially made them, like, less and less key-like, I swear. Yeah, and again, it also, like, summon his Keyblade sometimes. You can't actually, like, damage it, but basically it'll make it so you can't target him. I don't know if you can attack him or not, but it'll be difficult to do so because you can't actually target him. So, I don't know, to be perfectly honest. God, it's so fast-paced. My God, I'm not good with fast-paced fights like this, man. It's just too much for me. I'm too old for this shit, man. Back in my younger days, I might have been able to do it, but not now when I'm brittle and old, at the ripe old age of my mid-20s. There we go. Finally. Whew. Hey, this guy's tough. Not as tough as the mysterious figure, which we'll be fighting, not next, but after this next guy. Yeah, 25 minutes. You have to complete this in 25 minutes to get the bonus. Yeah, that really tells you how long you should be taking to fight this guy. Yeah. Yep, so mind squares are very helpful with this fight. In fact, I don't really know how to beat him without them. So that's what I used. And you may notice I don't have any cures. Well, you'll see in a second with this guy. This Vanitas clone here. Hello? Anyone here? I think he's called Vanitas' like lingering spirit or something similar to that. Oh, they just reused that animation for when he was first created. Yeah, they just fucking reused it, but colored him differently. I guess that's fine. Yeah, he's all monochrome, has a unversed symbol on his helmet. Now, as you'll see in a second after the information bar goes away. Yeah, Lingering Spirit. I guess that's his name. Yeah, you see he has 1 health bar. But the thing is, there are a couple of rules with this guy. For one thing, shot locks don't work. As far as I've never been able to get a shot lock to do a single bit of damage on this guy. So as far as I know, he just dodges them or they just don't work on him. But the other thing is, he'll heal. Also, he has a high defense. But also, he'll heal whenever you use any kind of cure spell. But if you use potions, he will not heal himself. And he'll heal himself as many times as you use a cure. If you use cure 1,000 times, he'll still cure himself. It's not limited like with other bosses. And of course, he hits very hard, like most of these bosses. Which I hate that though, you know. Like, oh, I got hit by this guy 1 time. Now I'm down to 1 health. Like, seriously? That's such bullshit. And again, cartwheel, 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 and mind square. Mind square is your best buddy here, because you know getting close in to combo him is a bad idea. And again, shot locks do not work. I've never been able to get a shot lock to do any damage to him, and as far as I know, he's completely immune to them. As far as I know. So never use shot locks. Never use any kind of cure spell, because that'll just allow him to heal. Yeah, a good time to combo him is when he's doing that laser attack. If you can get close enough, fast enough, it's a good time to hit him and combo him. Yeah, this guy took me a few tries because I went into the first time I fought this guy, I fought him completely blind, and so I didn't know that he was immune to shot locks. I didn't know that heal. Well, I did read up on him a little bit. I do know that healing myself would heal him. But, you know, I didn't know about the shot lock thing, so I was kind of fucked there. I didn't know about the mind square strategy, so yeah, just place a mind square and then run past it, and you know, he'll probably run into it and take damage if you're lucky. But just have a shit ton of mind squares in case, you know, one doesn't hit. And, you know, level it up all the way, too. You know, so do as much damage as possible. That's the strategy I found most helpful. I mean, whatever you use you find helpful, you do you. But I found mind squares to be the best. Like, it's just ridiculous how long this fight can last. Because he only has 1 health bar. He just has like a lot of defense, I guess. And you know, again, no shot locks, so your most powerful attacks cannot be used. So thank God I had Royal Radiance, which is, you know, helpful enough. All right, now we're almost done. Yeah, I didn't even bother trying to use shot locks, not even to show off that I can, because I was afraid I might die if I tried. Rhythm Mixer. There we go. Gotcha. Yep, and that was my first time beating him. Which will also be the case with the next boss, and the last boss of the optional boss rush I'm doing here. The Mysterious Figure. Oh yeah, and you also get a Keyblade for beating this guy. I forget what it's called. I think it's like something Void or something. I don't quite remember. Let's see here. Void Gear, that's it. But it's not... Royal Radiance is the best Keyblade in this game. I'm pretty sure there are no Keyblades with better stats. Yeah, see? Like, the magic isn't as good, but the strength is equal. Yeah, I decided to look at his character file. What's his name? Vanitas Remnant. Okay. Yeah, it seems like everyone has some kind of remnant or lingering will or something. Where's Aqua's? Where's Ventus's? I guess they're, like, still around and not possessed by Xehanort, so... Yep, here we go, the Mysterious Figure. What some people cite to be the hardest boss in the entire franchise. And although I haven't fought the Lingering Will yet, I can't imagine he could be harder than this. Now this guy, kind of like how Xemnas was in Kingdom Hearts 1, this guy's a spoiler character for Dream Drop Distance. I mean, Dream Drop Distance came out like 5 years ago or something. The original version, I think, like 4 or 5 years ago. But I don't know. I'll keep his identity a mystery, just because I'm nice like that. Now I know I've said this before, cartwheel, 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 but this guy is the most important. Now, because look at this, look at all the bullshit he's doing. He will not stop coming at you. There's only a few times I found where attacking him actually even works. Yeah, Thunder Surges, I found like, it's a common strategy to use Thunder Surges, and I agree with it. I cannot imagine ever fighting this guy without Thunder Surges. Because when you use Thunder Surges, you're invincible temporarily. And it just does a lot of damage. And you can attack him from a slight distance. Never, ever try to combo him. No. No, no, no. And Shotloks, they work, but you saw those little orb things that appear? If he does that attack while you're doing a Shotlock, it will heal him. So it's, you know, you can use Shotlock. It's just that he might use an attack that makes it so he gets healed while you do it. So it's just risky, you know. Now have like every kind of ability you can find while you're fighting this guy. Everything you can get your hands on, especially that. Oh god, I forgot what it's called, but it's the ability that allows you to heal and be invincible while you're healing. Yeah, make sure you have that. Thunder boosts. Like, I don't know, darkness immunity things. Darkness shield, I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah, I tried like 15 times to beat this guy. And I had 0 luck until I used Thunder Surges. So use those. Like, unless you want to handicap yourself, use Thunder Surges. I cannot, like, as far as I've ever seen, it's like the only strategy that like is very like helpful. Like, it's the only one that people are like, yeah, like I use this and it made him a lot easier. Like, I've never seen any other strategy with that amount of praise from this guy. Now there is one thing. I think it's more of a rumor, but from what I've heard, if you like, depending on what abilities you have equipped, depends on what will determine what attacks you can use. Now, I'm not 100% sure this is correct. I've seen some people say, oh, that's bullshit, that's not true. I've seen other people say, oh yeah, that's totally the case. I don't know. But I will say this one thing. There is an attack that he uses in general, but that he did not use for this fight, where if you hit him, he'll sometimes like get hit, but then like rewind time so that he'll heal the damage that you got from hitting him and go off like it never happened. I fought this guy 15 times and I never saw him use it, not a single time. I only ever saw it in YouTube videos. Now, maybe it's just a coincidence, because like in the YouTube videos I saw him where he did it like 8 times, you know, he did it like over and over again. But for me, not a single time. I don't know if that makes the ability thing true or not. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, and the most difficult ability of his, I think, is Doom. He has a Doom attack where he'll like use like a blue whip thing to try and attack you. Not the one where he jumps in the air. He does it at the ground. You have 5 seconds to rapidly press X or else you die. The thing is though, if he uses it against you again, the timer starts at 4. And I assume if you manage to get your way out of that, it'll start at 3, etc. Now I think, yeah, see like that, what he did there, that was Doom. With those string things, that was Doom. Yeah, I decided to fast forward a bit. Now, yeah, so like, with Doom, I think the Doom counter like recharges after some time if you don't get hit by it for a while, but I'm not 100% sure on this. Of course, the best strategy is to not let him hit you with it at all, so yeah. So again, cartwheel, cartwheel, cartwheel. I know I said it like 50 times in this video, but it has never been as important as it is now. This guy hits like a truck. Like, it pretty much does not matter what level you are. Like, this guy will hit you with like a goddamn train with every attack. Oh yeah, and apparently according to Nomura, it's canon that Aqua, Ventus, and like Terra, Ventus, and Aqua fight this guy before going to the Keyblade Graveyard, apparently. So, yeah. Just saying that apparently that's something Nomura said, I'm pretty sure. Of course, why this guy is fighting Ventus, Aqua, and Terra, I don't know. But yeah, this guy is probably the hardest boss battle I've ever fought in a video game. Like I cannot reiterate how much trouble I had with this guy and how much. Yeah, see that again. That was the first time I actually managed to beat him. And again, just for the sake of things, I'm just gonna keep his identity a little hush hush. Even though everyone watching probably knows who he is, but I'm just gonna be coy and not tell who it is. In case there's like one person watching this who's like, I don't know who this guy is. Hello. God, go away. I mean, he doesn't even say anything. He's just like, yeah, fine, whatever. Of course, he doesn't say anything before you fight him either, so. Yep, and then you get no name. Which, yeah, I'm not going to comment on that. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say it. Okay, so Dream Drop Distance spoilers for anyone who doesn't know this already, like the two of you who don't know. It's young Xehanort from Dream Drop Distance. I mean, the name of his Keyblade gives it away that it's some incarnation of Xehanort. So I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, that's it. Optional bosses are all done. Now I'm going to, yeah, see, it's weaker than Royal Radiance. Now, stat-wise at least. Now, I'm going to show off the Xehanort reports, but I'm not going to comment over these. Now, I've said everything I need to say about this game, except that the mysterious figure, unfair as fuck. Seriously, guys. Seriously, Square. Seriously, Nomura. Never put a boss like this again in a Kingdom Hearts game, please. It is so awful. I hope Lingering Will isn't as hard as that guy, or else I'm gonna be fucked without the Fenrir thing. But yeah, so I've really said everything I need to say about this game, everything I need to say about the bosses. So I'm just going to let you read the rest of these reports in peace and quiet without my voice. And in a couple of days, I'm going to upload, I'm going to start the Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough. So thanks for anyone who watched this all the way through. See you next time.